Testing 1, 2. We get a Roger. Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Thank you very much for joining me. It's the Aussie Don. Hey, is it summer already? Well, it's been a pretty warm day here in Sydney, but yeah. No, it's still winter here, but man, it feels like summer. We had a pretty warm day today, I'll tell you. Welcome aboard anyway, thank you very much for joining me. My name is the Aussie Don, your 2023 Week 16 Screenshot Contest winner for Train Sim World, Week 6 and Week 26 for Train Simulator Classic. And welcome aboard to our Train Simulator Classic and your weekly live stream of All Aboard Live with me, the Aussie Don. And this is our 52nd episode. We are on the Northeast Corridor, New Haven, New York section here today. Get it up and run, shall we? 8 Amfleet Coaches on board. Slow down. I don't want to talk about the weather in Bundaberg today. I know how warm it was. What, 24 degrees up at Bundaberg. So yeah, about the same as here. I got to do 25 Celsius here today. So quite warm for winter, and definitely quite warm for this time of the year. I'll tell you right now, that's a big difference compared to what it will be next weekend. Currently at the moment we've got around about 10 to 15 millimetres of rain forecast for next weekend, for one of the days that is. So that will be more rain than we've had for quite a while, I'll tell you right now, because it's been pretty dry this winter here in Sydney especially. But it's not like we needed the rain. We didn't need the rain because obviously we've had a ton of that over the last couple of years, especially here in Sydney. A lot of places on the eastern border, the eastern states and whatnot. Right, let's crank that up. So this will be our only train simulator live stream this week, as always. Currently these days we only do it once a week. So Sundays are the place to be. Mega week this week, I'll tell you right now. Just posted up tomorrow's main event live stream just before we got on the air as well. As always, it will be our American Truck Simulator Monday tradition. Another episode of Lighting the Highways. Alright. Got the W990 back, which is good for that. new DLC got released for Train Simulator. Well, on the Steam side of it, it did. It was one of ASSO. It's the site that does the Austrian. He does a lot of Swedish Austrian stuff. Does some German stuff as well. So it's in that region. So yeah, the new route, new German route's been released for it. Over 100 plus kilometres long. It's a route that's been out for quite a while for that particular website, but now officially been released for the Steam side of it. That's why I keep saying to you guys, some of these websites, these third parties that are working that do routes, they don't release their stuff to a later period. Let's give that a save, by the way. So yeah, Just Trains are very well known for that. Like the Hope Valley route that's just been released on Steam, that's been out since December last year. So usually got to wait, fair more months until it actually releases. Pardon me. Around the time Hope Valley was released, the U-Bahn Hamburg was released as well. Train Simulator. At the Just Trains website. And it's a very, very good route. So I'm quite surprised that hasn't been released yet, but I'll probably say that will be Just Trains' next release on the Steam workshop. The Steam store. Yeah, rumours of... Well, it's not really becoming rumours anymore. It's pretty much a gone given. This year we're going to be moving to Train Simulator 4, so that's heating up big time now. And code names have come in, and yeah, there's some very interesting stuff. So that's heating up. A lot of talk on the forums, through YouTube channels. Flying Scotsman's got me massively, curious to see, is that going to be a separate DLC, or is that going to be a part of the East Coast Main Line, which is pretty much a gone given now. I've told you for months now that it's all signs are pointing to the East Coast Way being part of this year's core update. Because, the clues have been there. The clues have been there. So, there's no more time, there's no more dodging around the bullet. It's coming. So, Dovetail haven't pulled the trigger this week. Apparently pre-orders are not going to be starting until the end, towards the end of August. So I don't know if we're going to get any information, not this week definitely, because there's nothing happening again this week. They've got some ambassador thing on again this week. I can only assume that it will be the following week. If it's not the following week, then all signs are going to be pointing to the mid-month that we'll be getting an announcement, and then or if memory serves me rightly, pre-orders are going to start the 22nd, which is actually a Tuesday. Maybe we won't get a Monday announcement, or we might get an announcement on that actual day, and that's when the pre-orders start. So yeah, I reckon the 22nd of August could be the definite date. I got a gut feeling that there's a bit of rumours going around that it's actually going to be releasing right on top of my birthday, which is quite funny. All signs are pointing to October 4, which is actually my birthday. And I find that to be weird, because that being a Wednesday, so I don't see that being the case. I'm more leaning towards the September release. But yeah, it's pretty much a gone given now, so we just got to wait. Are they going to do it? Are they going to do a 24-hour thing like they did last year, which I found quite very cool actually. I thought that was really, really awesome. Yeah, there was a ton of people that were coming in and out of that. I was coming in and out of it for the 24 hours as well. Not knowing that it was the training centre all along, that we kept saying it was Austria, that's the model, Murderhorn in the background, and she fixed it. We're getting a lot of clues through there, I'll tell you. And a lot of the clues were right away. Let's drop that speed here. Going to drop down to 40. I think we are going to be going over. I don't know if I'm with you guys, to be honest. I really think that we're gonna probably see another extension to a existing route. I'm not certain what one it's gonna be. I can't really think what it would be. There is a fair few options there. Definitely not going to be the UK route this time around though. So I can only assume it could actually end up being the Navigate Dresden and take it to Riesa, like I said, do the extension like they did with the Train Simulator version. That would give options for the ICET then as well, if they're going to go that way. That would actually become the biggest extension in the game, because it'll be longer than the extension that they put in for Southeastern High Speed. If you call that an extension, well, it was only a few extra miles. It wasn't that much. Sorry folks, I was talking there. I don't think I was actually had you guys, I think I was talking with my mouth, but I had it on mute all that time. I do apologise. Can everyone hear me now? This is talking about Train Sim World 4 actually. Pretty much a gone given that this year we're going to be moving the Train Sim World 4 after 12 months of Train Sim World 3, which is very weird. I don't remember. Well, they're sort of doing the train simulator thing about it now. They're just going to continue to name them every year. Just shut it down. Just call it Train Sim World. Get it over done with. Just bring out your core updates, razzle dazzle fruity. It's, you know what it is? It's a marketing point. It's just a marketing point. But yeah, gone given. Looks like Flying Scotsman's coming in the Train Sim World September pack. Not sure if it's going to be a separate pack on its own. East Coast Mainline's basically ready, done, part of the core update. So that'll be part of TSW4 launch. Don't know about Unreal Engine. There's coding name Smithfield, or what, I think it's Smithfield. The coding name that's in there. There's a bunch of coding names for Smithfield. The 83, which is all the DLCs from the Train Sim World 1 all the way to Train Sim World 3 currently. So there's 83 in total. Basically got it all. Except for a couple I told you guys about. I've got all the routes here. So yeah, Flying Scots has already been thrown up. So once again, coding came through to Steam. Apparently pre-orders are going to be starting 22nd of August. So that might be the day that we get the announcement. If they do it like they did with the release of Train Sim World 3, they do a 24-hour thing. I don't know. I thought that was cool when they did that. That was something new, but yeah, it was really awesome. I really enjoyed that one. What's the logo going to look like? That's the thing. Are they moving the Unreal Engine 5? That's a question. Are they going to bring DX12 support officially into the game? That's another thing. Is ray tracing going to be officially now in the game? That's a question mark. Is the shattering fixing? We've got a higher memory bay now. That's another massive question. Are we going to finally see fixes for Train Sim World 2 that people continue to talk about? And basically, I say to you guys, give up now, because Dovetail is about this money. That's what it's all about. And it might end up being a case of, wait 10 years later, just like Train Simulator, how they're going to go through and the back catalogue, and they're going to start fixing up all the coding and fixing up all the razzle dazzle, and then that's what you might see improvements 10 years later. But man. Is Gen 8 support and Xbox S support going to be cut? That is a big question. I have to say to you guys, and you might not agree with me, and you might be disappointed what I'm about to say, but to move the game forward, they've got to cut 8th gen support. If they can try and save Xbox S, which I think would probably be the smart thing, then yeah, so be it. But for 8th gen, yeah, that's got to go. That's got to go. Let's give that a save. Going to bring the camera just down a little bit, just so every time we go back in, we don't have to zoom in. They really should have run this camera maybe a little bit over more, I reckon, just to, would have been nice. Anyway. got a, let's get some slow down here because we've got a bit of a flash. I think we might be moving over here. Seen the light flashing there. I thought that that usually points to us moving over tracks, so don't want to get jammed up on that. Over here. No. It's over there. Continue. Trying to think how far it went on the original Northeast Corridor. I know it used to go to Newark International on the other side of it. Just thinking how much further the Hell's Gate Bridge side was. Oh, yeah, no, it used to go to Hell's Gate Bridge, and there was like, I think there was only one or two areas where we used to go to the CSX area. Freight. No, it used to split off and go straight down on a single line. I've done some shunting on that side actually on train simulator as well. Sometime last year. That might have been one of the scenarios actually. Some water around us here. Some sand dunes over there. Northeast Rail fan, little boy, you'll be, little buddy, you'll be enjoying this one. Hello, my friend. If you are watching, if you're watching on the replay, g'day. All right. Big week this week on our American Truck Simulator side of things. I have to say that much. We've got Cruise in Oklahoma, obviously the World Trucks event with the Oklahoma DLC releasing this week. I can confirm now the Oklahoma DLC is releasing on Wednesday. So I'm not too sure what time Wednesday, but I'll be with you guys live. I think it might be Wednesday afternoon, so yeah, we will be with you guys on Wednesday with that. Our Train Sim World 3 midweek World of Trains live stream that we got planned will still be going ahead. Yes, we will be still live with that on Wednesday no matter what. But we'll be with you before that live stream. We'll be with you guys live with Oklahoma, hopefully before then. If not, we'll be with you guys after our Train Sim World 3 midweek World Trains live stream. And don't forget this week's midweek World of Trains live stream and Choo Choo Tuesdays on Tuesday with our Train Sim World 3 action. We're here on Tuesday and Wednesday this week with our action. And don't forget our midweek World of Trains live stream this week is the Underground special edition. For the next 2 weeks, our midweek World of Trains live streams will be special episodes. And this week's theme is Underground, where we'll be doing nothing but London Underground, Bakerloo line services from Queen's Park down in the tunnel and vice versa. So it'll be the tunnel section only. For 2 hours, we'll be doing a couple of trips. We'll be doing the 1938 tube stock, 1972 tube stock, the special 1972 tube stock, the standard, and we might do a Creators Club one there as well. So yeah, we'll be with you guys for that. So that's going to be lots and lots of fun. So a bit of, well, we can say a bit of TSW2 launch action, but yeah, no, it's definitely been always a great round. And a few people actually, I've been looking, there was a bit of chatter on the forum as well, people what you want to see for Train Sim 4, and there's a few saying more underground routes, and New York was definitely mentioned again, and I thought that's been something on my wish list as well. That's been up high on my wish list as well. I've also been wanting more London stuff for underground, but yeah, it's been good that they've moved away from the London sort of area, but yeah, they will be moving back there. Obviously, East Coast Way is East Coast Main Line is a route that's and West Coast Main Line, I'll have to say that as well. There have been two routes that have been high on the wish list for many people for quite a while. So yeah, it might start in London, but it doesn't end up in London. The real one ends up in Scotland, but they need both of them actually. But yeah. Hopefully you've had a good weekend, Chris. Man, I've had a fantastic weekend. My mates went to the V8 Supercars here in Sydney, Eastern Creek, Sydney Motorsport Park last night, and today AJ lad, good mate of mine. Obviously, my sexy lady Canna went today as well with him. Obviously, that's his sister. Yeah, so they went yesterday, they went today. They got me many videos for the YouTube channel, and I posted up the first one today up on our shorts area of the final moments of last night's night race. You'll see the fireworks, the pyro go past the cars, the V8 supercars, which are just known as supercars these days, but I've always called them V8 supercars. Yeah, you'll see that go flying past. Lots of fun there, I'll tell you what. I would have went myself, but I just couldn't afford it. Now I'm moving and everything, money's tighter than ever. So I really got to watch how I spend my money. At the moment, so yeah, when you're on the dial, it's pretty difficult. I still don't know where I'm going to end up at the moment, and don't know if I'm going to be back with you guys quick. But yeah, I will be away for a little bit. I'm not too sure how long for. Obviously, I'm going to be setting up my new studio. I've got to wait for the internet provider to hook up the internet. Got to find out if they got the proper fibre cables installed. If I'll probably have to get the fibre cables installed into the place. up the speed. 70 is the speed limit. There we go. It's episode 52 of All Aboard Live. I see, yes. No, I had some fun. I actually caught up with AJ and Joey's oldest sister this weekend. She was over there. She's a real pain in the butt, I'll tell you right now. But yeah, it was the first time I actually got to sit down, you know, and talk to her and stuff for the first time in over 20 plus years. Because obviously, you know, we've both got, you know, went our separate ways. We've got kids. We obviously didn't date or anything. We're always good mates, but man, just it's nerves sometimes. Yeah, sisters would fight like crazy. It was Kayla and her fighting. Anyway, it's just really got to me this morning because I was like, really annoying me again. It's just starting to get on my nerves. Yeah, there was a big fight this morning. I thought, basically told straight out. And Kayla got involved. Yeah, she heard that she was fighting. You know, she was having a go at me, so absolutely she was having a go at me. So, yeah. No, it was a good weekend though. It was fun. Lots of fun. To get back into work myself, so it is a big week this week. I have actually started today working on my trucks. I'm building my trucks for getting ready for this week. I've got a ton of streams coming up, so I'm building a lot of trucks and a lot of paint jobs and just slapping them all together and putting them into the actual game, and so I don't have to worry about doing them all up, and I can just get all my cover photos organised in one shot. I've got to actually go back in later on tonight and finish it off. I've got a few more streams to post up for this week. I'm going to be posting up Chi Tuesdays and Midweek World of Trains today. So yeah, I will be doing that after the stream. So if you are watching live now, Midweek World of Trains and our Chi Tuesdays live streams for this week will be posted. Become a subscriber, turn the notification bell on. You'll be notified about an hour before we go live. On your mobile phone or wherever you are, you get a bell. So yeah, 1 hour before we go live, you get a notification. You get a notification when we hit that live button and we're live. Do note we always have standbys on some of our live stream action before we do officially start our streams. Like Dovetail, you got 10-minute countdown. Did some rail fanning on Friday as well. On my way out there, it was taking a little bit longer than normal to get out to my mates on Friday, but I had to change trains to get to the. I had to do 2 trains to get out there because I went later than normal. The trains weren't stopping, weren't going straight through up the Western Main Line, so I had to change over. And yeah, while I was waiting, I was was on the Western Main Line again, but I did some rail fanning at Blacktown. I did some rail fanning at Westmead, and yeah, I got some shorts from that as well. And I just missed it by 30 seconds to press the record button too, because I wouldn't have gotten I would have got more than a minute, so I wouldn't have been able to do a short. But the guy gave me a horn salute on that inner city one that took off from the station. He actually gave me a horn salute, and I was talking to the guy actually on the platform while I was waiting. So yeah, I was spitting. But yeah, he gave me the horn salute at the end. I'm like, oh, just missed it on the recording. I tried to get him to do it again. I was when I had the camera like that, I was like doing this, which is the backs and forwards for the horn. This is Stanford. All right. This is the only stop we're making before we get to our final destination on our first trip here. That was pretty quick actually. I wanted a little break more than that. Okay. Not too sure if they have cab view in this one actually, or the passenger view. I'll double check that in a second. Oh yeah, they do. Cool. 16 miles to go. Yeah, 16 miles, yes. Yeah, this is the ACS-64. It's the Siemens engine in this one. Yeah, Siemens locomotive. The Amfleet cars with it. So this is in TSW as well. Did have a little hiatus there on Train Sim World, but yeah, did return when Boston Sprinter was released. I don't even know why I'm doing this actually. It's gonna go down to 50 again. Just leave it at 50, that's it. Just leave it there. Whoop, that's a nice train. Can't see it. Tennis down there. Pretty love. We've got tennis courts near my house, and every time I'm in the car with my dad and I see him in there, I'm like, I say something funny, like, out or 4. Not 4, sorry, 40 marbles. 30 marbles. Most of the time it's just out. Alright, let's crank that up again. Man, a lot of speed changes along here. That's one of the only problems with the Northeast Corridor. Tons and tons of changes of speed. Give that a save. Might be changing tracks here. We're coming down 45. This is another sharp corner. Must be sharp corners. Yeah, sharp corners. What station is this? Ah, Port Chester. Port Chester. Here we go. Again, man. I'm only going to break when I just go 70 for a little bit. Not much further to go anyway. We're not going all the way to New York Penn on this one. So yeah, we're going to New Rochelle. bit over 5 miles to go. Well, I did say to you guys I wanted the area where I can just go fast for a little bit, so here we go. Alright, here we go, coming into it now very shortly. Don't go anywhere, we've got plenty more action coming your way after this. We're heading to Germany next up. Sure, this is this. I'm not 100% certain, but I think this might have been the place it went to in the original NEC, but I'm not 100%. I always forgot what side it was, where it went to on this side of it. there we go with our trip there on the Northeast Corridor. Very cool. Okay, you're running Windows 10. Okay, I don't have Windows 10, man. It's Windows 11 for me. All right. Windows 11. Right. Well, there we go with our trip on the ACS-64 electrical locomotive. Very nicely done on the trip there from New Haven to New Rochelle on the NEC. All right. You're on all aboard live with the Aussie Don, our Sunday traditional and our weekly Train Simulator Classic live stream show. You're with the Aussie Don, your 2023 Week 6 and 26 screenshot contest winner for 2023 for Train Simulator Classics community screenshot contest at the forum. Don't forget I am involved in this week's contest again for both Train Simulator and Train Sim World. Give it a like today, the Aussie Don. All right. Thumbs down. We know we're tracing you. Don't worry, we know where you come from. All right. Germany. Yeah. All right. Let's get a locomotive now before we decide what German route we go to. That's Austrian. Pardon me. I did do a high-speed one last week, so I won't be doing it. The 440. Ooh. Oh, yes. The 440. A very nice train. I'm not sure what route it goes on, though, but I know it's an overhead one. So that makes sense for us to do something overhead. Which we will do. Just give me a second. I'm just going to find a decent route for it. Oh yeah, here we go with this one. We're going to do, say, Stenhunabonov. We'll go to, I'm not too sure how far this goes to, but we'll go to Peraza OTS on this one, and we hope you do enjoy. 13 hours, 30 service, and here we go. There's 1:30 p.m. service. Nice sunny day in Germany with a DBBR 440. A Deutsche Bahn action coming your way. Here we go. There is the new route. RSSLO. There you go. They're a third party. They got a website. RSSLO. I do note that the RSSLO website version of this particular route has more scenarios than the Steam version. So it is better to get it from their website. All right. And it's straightforward to download it. There is this week's, that was week 27 screenshot contest winner. Just there. All right. Let's put it into forwards and open up those doors. This is, it's one of those ones where it's just going to say that. Okay. 47 kilometers. Oh, that's all right. That's good. Yep. We'll go with that. Platting? Is this, shall we go on to platting? I'm pressing F8. Is it F8? No. Is it that? No, no. Is it that one? Is it that one? Oh, that's obviously the, we know what that button is. Should know that by now. Let's open up those doors. Let's have a look inside. Have we got an in-cab view? Oh, you betcha. We can actually hear him too. Opening its doors. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Just another reminder, folks, that here at Australia Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment, with me, the Aussie Don, I am involved in this week's Train Simulator Classic screenshot contest at the Dovetail Forum for week 28. Give my screenshot a like, folks. What's going on? Now it doesn't want to go forward. Okay. What have I done wrong? Don't know what I've done wrong here. Okay, that was weird. That was still on, but anyway, yeah, I worked it out. I wasn't gonna give up. I was like, hang on, this is a quick drive. I'm pretty sure we can work it out. Nice. Great photo. You never know when you get a screenshot in the game that you can put it up on the forums and you can naturally get your screenshot into the loading screen. You never know, folks. So, I've got tons and tons of photos and that. It's like the one that I won with 2 weeks ago with the Tadeki Pass one, with the sun rising in the background. You know, that was from 12 months ago, that live stream. That was, you know, when we were pumping views like crazy with our streams last year. The channel was doing very well in the US summer, UK US summer. Yeah, well, in that 3 months alone, we had almost 200,000 views, you know, 250,000 views. It was like that. It was just absolutely nuts. So, for me, it was nuts because, yeah, for a channel that doesn't really get too many views, unless it's, you know, a short these days, which I don't make anything from, to be brutally honest. It doesn't, you don't make anything from shorts, which is, you know, disappointing. Really, you should make more from the shorts actually, but anyway. Not stopping at all the stops along here. We're just gonna stop at a couple. Semi-fast service. So it's definitely the first time I'm driving this train though. I haven't driven this one before. It's very nice though. Can't move anywhere else around here. Oh, you can swing it around there. I like the fact that there's like sounds inside. Past the seat. want to know if this was tilted. It is actually. Look at that. That is swinging around, isn't it? Oh, you betcha. God, that's a weird sound. Yeah, this is a tilted mechanism. On. Let me see if I can find a tilted. Yeah, that's a reserve. Cab light. No, no, it's not that. Might be built in, but usually would have to press a button. Well, that's a nice photo too. Nah, in those colour flowers just there, that was just perfect. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get that photo. Nice. Right. As I said to you guys, it could be a week where the theme could be flowers, or it could be, in the bushes. You know, you never know. They could come up with that theme. And people might like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, get the photo from in the bush. I used to snipe people from the bush in Fortnite. Doink. Have you been a victim by me? Probably. I'm long time retired from that game anyway. Yeah. Give me back the original map and I'll be happy. I want my dusty depot back. As long as Luke Lake's not there. Luke Lake used to be a bit of a pain when it was actually a lake. Like, yeah, that was... Being out this far, you would, well, I've been out straight line, that you think it'll be 160 along here, but obviously more for the high speed. the emergency brakes on me here because I am going too fast. 30, just under 32 to go. It's in kilometers, by the way, on this one, folks, not miles. Obviously, it's Germany, so they run by kilometers per hour. The speed we're currently doing is 86.4 kilometers. 31.50 to go with the kilometers distance to the final station on the run we're doing here. I like the fact that they got the working van on top there. You can see that. Spinning around there. That's pretty cool. So that's detailed. Yeah, I've had this train for quite a while. I can't remember where I actually got the 440 from, but I have had this just sitting there. So yeah. Just way too powerful. That's a negative back there. That's very uncalled for a loud sound of that to come in and then disappear like it does. That's just laziness. That's all it is. You're supposed to have a professional auto part like that does audio. Whatever they want to call the person, you know, audio, professional audio person that does audio. And that's always, here we go again, I'll probably do it here too. Oh no, didn't do it to that one. But yeah, that's always been a major problem for Dovetail Games for both Train Simulator and Train Sim World. It's the audio of the trains and just audio in general. It's just never been good. There might be a few ones that I have enjoyed personally myself. East Coast Way's version of the Class 377 I think is way superior than the Brighton Mainline's 377. I've always enjoyed the East Coast Way as a route in general. As you know, it's my favourite route of all time. But I have to say that the sound of that 377 is great. I like it. So I don't know what others think about it, but yeah, I enjoy it. I prefer it better than the 377 on Brighton Mainline. That reminds me, by the way, I've got to re-download Itzia's 165's 377 for the Brighton Mainline, because now it's only working for the Brighton Mainline apparently. But there was something that there was an issue going on with audio or something, so I'll sort of, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I been holding back on it. But yeah, might give it a whirl, see what happens. But yeah, we've got CSX AC-64. Man, you're from America, so you've just missed out on our ACS-64 Amtrak trip on the Northeast Corridor. We just did that about 20 minutes ago. So we did a 55-mile trip on there from New Rochelle to... from New Haven to New Rochelle. With Stamford as our only stop along the way. Or Stamford. We are now in Germany. We're on a DBBR 440, and this is the first ever time we're driving this train. and she definitely picks up speed very quickly. Waking up to your Sunday in America, actually. So good morning to you all. If you are from America, welcome aboard. If you're from the UK, welcome aboard. Wherever you are around the world, thank you very much for joining me. It is Sunday evening here in Sydney, Australia. And I've been busy over the weekend. My mates have been busy doing some stuff for the, well, for themselves, but also it's stuff that I can put on the YouTube channel. I said to AJ, I said I put that one of the golf one up on the YouTube channel the other day he sent me. I said it did pretty well. So yeah, he gave me some videos from his trip at the V8 Supercars racing. Shane Van Gisbergen, you might know, that's been at the NASCAR over in America. His first ever race recently in Chicago, and he won the race. That's the dude we're talking about. He was on that video that we've got in the shorts area there. So yeah, they did the race last night here in Sydney on Saturday night, and they did here earlier today on Sunday. I can tell you that Shane Van Gisbergen won the race today. He didn't win last night, he came 5th. Yeah, today he won the race, which was good. So yeah, AJ Ladder's got a few videos for us, and we've posted one up on the shorts area already. I did some rail fanning on Friday. Got a nice, beautiful inner city loco here in Sydney. The good old legendary silver train. The inner city. The special thing about that particular inner city train is that's the last of the original OG trains for when I was a kid that is left here in Sydney. So that is very close to retirement now. There's already over 2 years of delays on the brand new inner city train, but the new inner city train is going to have, you know, Wi-Fi. You know, it's going to have, you know, plugs where you can plug your phones in, charge them. There's going to be toilets in there. You know, it's going to be way superior than the one that's there now. But you know, being a train, the last of the bunch that I remember when I was a kid left, it's yeah, sad times. But so every time I see it, you know, I try to get the opportunity to either ride it or get photos of it. I was talking to the guy that actually I did the 2-part video. I did both when it was coming in and when it was taken off. Like I explained to you guys earlier on the stream, I spoke to the guy that was driving the train, yeah, and he said it's still a little bit away until the new inner city's in. I said, yeah, I go, we're really going to miss this thing. I go, this is the last of the bunch, you know, since I was a kid, you know, that I remember growing up with, you know. So I think the Endeavour's the other one. I think the Endeavour might have come in a little bit later though, but yeah, I think that train's another one as well, but I'm not too sure what they're doing with that thing. I don't see that thing retiring anytime soon. But yeah, it's been some really, really cool trains. I wish I could actually spoke to the guy more. He was at the station for about 5 minutes though, because being in inner city, it was going up to Mount Victoria, so it was going a little bit further than normal. That I know of. So. We gotta stop at the station. I don't know, my daughter's really been teasing me lately, but she knows I want to get a freight train on from the Western Main Line before I do move from this area. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be moving closer to trains, or I'm going to be further away from the trains, or I'm going to be still on part, like, close to the Western Main Line. I don't know what's going on, but wherever I move to next up. Do know, folks, we will be out of commission on the video gaming side of things for, I'm not too sure for how long, but obviously I've got to build a new studio and also wait for the internet providers to come in and, you know, put the net together and get that transferred over and everything. So while I'm off anyway with the video gaming side, I'll continue to try to do shorts or anything. But as far as answering to your messages or anything, unfortunately, I'm not going to have access to reply to anything. And for some reason, Chris, if you're still watching, for some reason I can't reply to your messages on Facebook either. So, unfortunately, that's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to reply to you on there. For some reason, I can't reply to you on that. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'll have to try to work that one out as well. When I get some time, I'll try to see if I can sort that out. So, I've even, you know, checked block lists and everything to see if there was something in there, but I'm thinking, nah, I haven't done anything like that to you. So, yeah, there was nothing there. Here comes that annoying sound up here, folks. It will be definitely at this crossing here. You listen to this. It's not that nice. Oh, actually, no, that was alright. Okay, there wasn't... That's weird. Some of them do it and some of them don't. It's a quiet train, this one, I have to say that much. That sounds better for me. I can do it through my phone. I just replied to the messages, but I have to grab the other part of it. I've only got the standard Facebook at the moment. I haven't got the studio re-downloaded, because when I reprogrammed my phone when I was having the issues with the lightning cable, because I was using the lightning cable for my DJ set. The lightning cable issue that was happening, I went through the beta, and I had a few issues with the beta, so had to redo the whole phone again and resetted everything, and I haven't bothered putting the studio back on there, the YT studio. I've only got the standard YouTube up on the phone. So yeah, I'll sort that out. I'm not too sure if I could reply on there or not, but I won't be able to edit descriptions or anything like that, or do hashtags through the things or anything until I actually get back onto the computer, like in the studio. And I'm not too sure if I'm going to be in a corner like I am now, desk like cornered or anything. I don't know. I want to trying to get the studio in a corner exactly like I got now, in the triangle, got my desk going that way, got it going that way, so it's like that, So I want to sort of keep it in the shape. I'm on a hope that I actually have the table I got here. Hopefully I get it done in one piece, because yeah, this was all custom built by me, this desk that I'm on. So yeah, the wood's not cheap though. It is heavy, thick wood. I'm telling you, it's damn heavy, this stuff. Not cheap. It's, yeah, polished. So. Yep. Passenger trains or freight or... See, we get a lot of freight. We get a lot of passenger. It's all passenger here in Sydney, obviously. The freight goes through, but it's very hard to get a freight train because you don't know what time they go through. I sort of got a rough idea through the weekdays they run through it in the afternoon. I've caught a couple of them a few times over, but never on video. So yeah. Sort of, I wasn't doing shorts beforehand, mainly because I wasn't unable to do shorts, but also wasn't making any money. Like, obviously, you couldn't make money from shorts, even though, like I explained to you earlier, folks, that you don't make much from the shorts anyway, even though it seems to be, I get more views from shorts than anything I do on my YouTube channel, which I find, it's so damn disappointing for me, where I was getting this particular live streaming show we're doing here tonight. 12 months ago, I was getting upwards to 3,000 views, 2,500 views, 2,000 views, 1,500 views, 1,000 views. Anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000 views on our All Aboard stream. And here we are 12 months later, we're lucky to get 50 to 100 views, So a lot of our viewers used to come from India, and I can only assume you guys now that I sort of got my suspicions on what it was that was doing it. I can only think it was a scam. But that being said, there is a lot of Indians that do love their trains. I do admit that. And that's really cool. It doesn't matter what nationality you are. If you love trains, then this is the place to be. It's like I like to call your escape pod. Yeah, the train guy. I was listening to the train guy. He was talking about. He's a fellow Sydney sider, by the way. He was talking about the train sim world for a lot. He's been talking about it. I don't know if you guys have probably seen it with the leaks and everything. But yeah, Codename Smithfield's come in, and there's a bunch of Codename Smithfields for TSW4. So Flying Scotsman's pretty much there, done. It's coming. September pack looks likely, yes, which is what I said it should be if it is Flying Scotsman. When I first heard about the Flying Scotsman, I said, it better be September. And yeah, now I know it is. It's yep, that's good. Okay, let's open up those doors. That one's going to be shut. So yeah, obviously Flying Scotsman's already been confirmed, so that already confirms that East Coast Mainline's coming into the game. Is it going to be what part of the northeast? What part of the East Coast Mainline are we going to be getting? That is the question. Are we getting London to Peterborough or to Leeds or to York? Or are we getting York to Newcastle? Or are we getting Newcastle to Edinburgh? I don't know. If they announce it that it's not starting at London, I'll be very surprised. I'd probably be safe to say it's definitely going to be from London. And how far, I don't know. I would hope that it is a decent amount. If it goes to York, I'll be like, wow, that's way bigger than the, you know, the standard version, even though we do have ATS's full length on the East Coast, you know, here for Train Simulator. And I said to you guys, I'll be here for hours on end if I did it, because it is, yeah, the total length, it's massive. Second, I just got to slow down. So yeah, I think if I remember rightly, did I go through? Is it this route that I went through that I got that blocked train? Was it this route? Not too sure actually. Yeah, I'm thinking it is actually. Anyway, yeah, I don't see it being anywhere else but starting from London, and how far it goes, I don't know. If it does go to York, oh, that'll be pretty decent. Even if it goes to Peterborough, that's still decent enough. But if it went to York, man, whew, that's one that I think that might actually become the biggest route in Train Sim World history. I'm pretty sure it will. And it wouldn't surprise me that they'll go further than, because they already said basically at the start of when they did the big massive German route for the release of Train Sim World 3, they already said that, oh no, we can go further if we wanted to, but yet have we had any other long routes? No. And when they were, like I was explaining before, when on the forums, people were saying, you know, what features would you like to see at Train Sim World 4? Most of them were saying longer routes, and I have to agree. That's the hardcore speaking the truth. The hardcores are speaking the truth. Obviously, others were obviously the improvements. Well, of course, the promised Train Sim World 2 stuff. I have to say to you guys, look, when you're in a business, and you're marketing for this, for $, then you can kiss your updates goodbye. From, you know, they've already cut support for Train Sim World 2. Train Sim World 2 has already been taken off Steam. Train Sim World's already been taken off PlayStation Store. What's the point of updating it? You know what I mean? Move forward, and like, all right, they could, you know, the promised Train Sim World 2 updates maybe for TSW 3, yeah. I don't know, like. But yeah, I find it weird that they haven't updated Northeast Corridor yet with the stuff that they're promising, and I can only really think that maybe that's the extension. That's why I think that could be the extension for the US route. Yeah, I really think that is the route for the extension at TSW's release, 4's release. Chris says, it's very rarely I see freight trains going across the crossing at Toowoomba. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, that sounds like it's not a thing. Well, obviously, it wouldn't be nice going down the valley in a freight train. But yeah, that being said, they do use the trains going down the Wollongong down this way, so... That's pretty damn steep gradient. So, yeah. 4.8 kilometers to go. Don't forget there'll be a full replay of today's All Aboard Live, episode 52, added to our dedicated Train Simulator Classic playlist. You can check it out today. And we will be back next Sunday for episode 53. Hopefully. I can't say we won't be, but you know, if anything does change though, I'll let you know anyway. Regardless, on our community area of our YouTube channel. But the plan is we will be back next Sunday for episode 53. So that'll be our next train simulator action. Live from 8 PM in the east coast of Australia, 7:30 PM South Australia, Northern Territory, 6 PM Western Australia, 11 AM British summertime, 12 PM Germany, 6 AM Boston, 3 AM Los Angeles, 5 AM in Texas and Oklahoma and New Orleans. And 3 AM Vancouver, 6 AM Ottawa in Canada, 4 AM in Mexico, 1 PM in Egypt, 3:30 PM India, 5 PM Indonesia, and 7 PM Japan. So do join us for next Sunday's All Aboard. The same times I gave you just then for our Train Simworld free live stream for Tuesday and Wednesday. Choo Choo Tuesdays on Tuesday with another episode, and our latest episode of Midweek World of Trains with our London Underground special, where we're going to be doing nothing but London Underground service trips on the Bakerloo line, on the Underground section part of it, on Wednesday. So if we work it out, we could be doing about 4 trips on there with the 2 hours we got. So we'll do a Creators Club one. We'll bring out the 72 special, the special grey livery, 1972 tube stock, and obviously we'll bring out the other one, which will be the what was the other one? The 1938, the Ribbit Games one. We'll bring out that one as well. There's that sound. That's just... There's no need for that. It's just way too overpowering. Down to a single line. This particular route was actually one of my first routes that I had on Train Simulator, actually, when I was mucking around before I started doing it on the YouTube channel. This was the route that I first had. So yeah, this has been part of my collection for quite a long time. Well, I've had Train Simulator for well, I was mucking around for about 18 months before I started doing it on the channel. So I've had it for about about 4 years, about 3-4 years, because I had it on my PC even before I had a gaming PC. So yeah. Emergency break. Done. All right, there the doors are opening, and there we go. Very good. Thanks for coming along on this week's episode. On the full HD replay, there will be links on the screen for the previous weeks of All Aboard Live. So that'll feature episode 51, 50, and 49 of the show. And if you want to go and see all of the 51 episodes of All Aboard, you can check out our dedicated Train Simulator Classic playlist today. All of our All Aboards are on full replay for you to enjoy at any time, any place, anywhere around the world, 365 every year here at Australia. Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment, formerly known as GFYS Gaming Australia back in the days, And yeah, we had the name change to Australia Worldwide Gaming, and then we added entertainment into the name recently. So that concludes our stream. Thank you very much for watching. It's been an honor and privilege. And my name is the Aussie Don, your free time community screenshot contest winner. 1 for Train Sim World 3 here in 2023, and 2 times winner for Train Simulator Classic. We'll see you next time. Take care. Hooroo.